In this lesson, we're going to look at how we can add some of these trims to our pouch. We'll focus on one side and we'll mirror the results to the other side, just like we did before with the top part. So we would like the trim to start here and go all the way up here, like that. First, we need to understand what edges our trim is connected to. So this one is our first edge. Then we need the trim to go through here. This one is our second edge. And this is our third. Pay attention to this little fold here. We don't want the trim to go all the way around the circumference of the fold. We just need it to go above 1/2 of the fold. So I'm going to add a point here in the middle to have my segment ready to be sewn. All right, here's our segment. Here's one and here's the other. Let's double check that we got it right. Looks good. Now select both edges. Go to the property editor and note down the length of the selected lines. In my case, it's 45.81, and that's going to be the length of my trim. Select the rectangle tool and right-click on the canvas. This is going to be my length. I'll go for 2 centimeters here, okay? Position it close to the pouch and let's see what needs to be connected where. I need this bit to be connected to this bit. The direction of my pattern here is backwards, so I'm going to rotate it a little quick. Oops, undo that. I'm holding down Shift to snap it horizontally. Okay, so we need this bit and this bit. I'm going to use this segment sewing tool and I'll go through my first segment like so. Then on the trim, and I'm going to stop at the blue point indicated here. There we go. Freeze the top part and hit simulate. All right, everything's looking good so far. Let's connect our second segment we prepared earlier. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to unfreeze the top and simulate both the top and the trim together. If necessary, add some pins to protect some of the regions from simulation. Increase the resolution of the trim and simulate. All right, looking good. There is a small hole here that we need to address. So it is this segment over here and this segment over here that needs to be connected. It's obvious from here that the direction is wrong. Let's reverse that. There we go. Let's give it its own material. I'm going to change the preset to something a bit more rigid. I think we can now safely mirror the trim to the other side. Right-click and choose Symmetric Pattern with Sewing. Reposition the mesh and hit Simulate. Connect the trim in the middle. Okay, let's unfreeze this side to allow the simulation to solve the connection area. I'm going to pin the top part and hit Simulate. All right, all clean. Press W and click on the pins to remove them. Let's run a short simulation to allow the garment to relax. Not too bad. Last thing that's left to do is to connect the ends of the trim to the back of the pouch. Just like before, to find what needs to be connected where, just click on the garment and you will get a blue dot in the 2D window. Here's the end of my trim, and here's the top of the back pattern. Make sure the connection is not reversed. That looks good. And hit Simulate. At this point, we need to unfreeze all the surrounding pieces and allow the simulation to solve itself. Add pins in areas you want to preserve and let's simulate. That's great. Check the other side. Let's actually freeze that. Perfect. Our trim is now ready. There are some artifacts from the pins here and there. I'll go through the model and relax the problematic areas. And in our next lesson, we're going to have a look at how we can add some straps and a placeholder for the buckle.